and welcome to OSG's first Facebook Live event. My name is Alyssa Walther and I am a product engineer with OSG USA. I'm super excited to be here with you today. And today we're going to talk about the ADO-TRS drill. And I want to talk to you about time, and I want to talk to you about money and how you can save potentially a lot of this with a little bit of this drill. So before I get into that, let me tell you a story about this drill. So, just like every good story starts with once upon a time. Once upon a time there was this customer, and this customer had an issue, had a problem. And this problem was he had more orders coming into his shop than he could keep up with. That's a great kind of problem. That's the kind of problem everybody wants, right? So, this customer thought, well, I'm pushing as hard as I can. I don't really feel I can max out my machine much more, so what's a guy to do except, hey, well, I got to bite the bullet and I've got to purchase another machine so I can keep up with all these orders. So just before this customer was ready to pull the trigger on this new machine, in walks OSG salesman and says, listen, sir, I know you're using a ton of two-flute drills out there and you're pushing them as hard as you can, but before you pull the trigger on the machine, let me propose to you to try one more thing. Let's swap out those two-flute drills for this three-flute drill, the ADO-TRS, and let's see if we can bring the cycle time down so much that you do not have to buy that machine. What do you say? Well, the customer says, yeah, sure, let's try that. And sure enough, they were able to bring the cycle time so much, bring it down so much on all those holes that it justified that customer did not have to buy a whole brand new machine. And for those of you who have bought machines before, you know that's a pretty penny to be spending up front. So was the customer happy? Absolutely he was. And that's a beautiful story to tell for this ADO-TRS because that's exactly what this drill is meant to do. This is where we've seen this drill shine, is in those high production shops where you're pounding out thousands of drills, thousands of holes a year, and you're really conscious of your cycle times. So what we want to do is and so with this drill, what we want to say is, over a two-flute drill, you can get better cycle time over a two-flute drill by 25%. Productivity improvement, it's really great for you. Now, if you've already used a two-flute drill and it didn't work for you before, now maybe this three-flute drill that we've used, maybe this three-flute drill is not working for you, or if you used it in the past and it's not worked for you. The new tool makes it so that the cutting thrust force over a conventional three-flute drill is reduced by at least 30%. What does that mean? This tool is the ballpark of a two-flute drill as force goes. So maybe before you said, hey, I used a three-flute tool before and it's in the collet, didn't work, maybe it bent my workpiece. Now with this new ADO-TRS, we've found that you can reduce the thrust force by 30% and it's in the ballpark of a two-flute drill. So that's a phenomenal advancement for a three-flute drill. But you know what? This is a great tool and I can talk about it a lot today, but I want you to see just how powerful this tool could be live on the machine and just to see how powerful it can be. So let's take it over to the machine. Alright, well folks, if you blinked too fast, you probably missed it. That was, again, the ADO-TRS drill in a block of cast iron steel, and it was going 700 inches per minute. That was in live time, okay? 700 inches per minute. Now, we maxed out the feed rate on this tool just to show you how powerful this tool could be. Now imagine if we dialed that down just a little bit, how many thousands of holes this particular tool can get you in your production environment. So, now the beautiful thing about Facebook Live is I'm live here with you, you're live here with me, and I can go ahead and answer your questions live if you've got any. So what I want you to do, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below and shoot them over to us, and my assistant Pete over here is going to read them out to me, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can right now. So, let's go to the lines. Pete?
Alyssa, people want to know, is 700 inches per minute that we just showed in that video, is that an accurate feed rate that we would normally run this drill at in cast iron?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a great point. So like I said, before, when you were looking at this cast iron block being drilled live, that was 700 inches a minute. Now, is that going to be our book recommendation? No, it's not going to be our book recommendation. That was just kind of how maxed out this tool could get. Where we would typically start, so say you've got a 2-flute drill right now. 2-flute drills in a standard operating arena will operate between somewhere 2% to 4% of the diameter inches per revolution. So let me explain that a little bit. With OSG, we talk about drilling feed rate in terms of IPR, inches per revolution, as a term of percent of the diameter of the tool. Okay, so for a 2-flute drill, you want to be between 2 and 4% of the diameter inches per revolution feed rate. With the ADO-TRS drill, you have to feed this drill at least at 4%, or it's not going to drill the right way. So the standard recommendation for the ADO-TRS is starting at 4 and moving up from there. And for reference, what you saw on the machine here was at about 26% of the diameter. So yeah, we were definitely maxing it out there, but we just wanted to show you how powerful this tool can be. Great question. Any other questions?
Another question, Alyssa. So we saw it running here in cast iron, but what other materials do we recommend the ADO-TRS drill for?
Absolutely. So this tool is meant for your cast irons, as you saw in the video. It also does great with your carbon steels and your alloy steels as well.
A follow-up question to that, what kind of tool life can we expect to see in those materials?
Definitely. Tool life. Everybody wants to know tool life, right? So for the tool, in carbon steels and alloy steels, you're looking at somewhere in the ballpark of maybe 2,500 to 4,000 linear inches, whereas with the ductile cast irons and the regular gray cast irons, you're probably looking somewhere in the ballpark of maybe 8,000 linear inches. And as far as offering goes, that's another common question that we get asked, what types of tool, or what sizes do we offer? We do 3 times D and 5 times D length of cut, which means basically the flute length, how deep you can drill. So 3D and 5D from an 1/8 inch up to about 3/4 of an inch, and we do have inch and measurements as well. Any other questions?
We have a question from Bill. Bill wants to know if we've run this drill before in alloy steels like 5150 and specifically in blind holes.
Yeah, hey Bill, thank you so much for that question. I appreciate you reaching out to us. Definitely blind holes are A-OK. Blind and through holes, you could definitely do this. 5150, did you say? Yeah, 5150 is another type of alloy steel. The only caveat here is we don't really recommend this tool for any material that's super hard. So maybe 35 Rockwell would kind of be the 35 Rockwell C would be your cusp of hardness where you want to max out with this drill. Definitely.
We have another question from Donna. Donna wants to know where she can get one of those awesome Bring Your A-Game hats that you have on your head.
Donna, thank you for noticing my hat. So for all of you that are live, I want you to stick with me for another maybe 2 minutes, and I'll tell you exactly where you can get this hat. So just stick with me. Okay, so that looks like that's all the questions from the queue. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now, if I've wet your whistle, if this live video has really amped you up to want to get this tool into your shop and try it out, there are a couple ways you can do that. So right now there's a 1-800 number scrolling across your screen, and you can call that number. It's going to get you into contact with our customer service department, our inside technical department, or even if you requested, the engineering department, myself included. Or you could go to our website, which is osgtool.com, and we just unveiled this new thing. It's called Virtual Engineering Visit. So what you do is you click on that Virtual Engineering Visit link, and you can schedule time that is easy for you to meet 30 minutes or an hour of your time, and we can discuss application, bring the OSG salesman, get him involved, and then get this tool out to your shop to see how much productivity you could gain by using the ADO-TRS drill in your shop. So, if you stuck with me this long, thank you so much. You're fantastic, and we love that you're here with me. Now, as a thank you for joining me at our first Facebook Live event, OSG wants to send you some free swag for your head. We want to send you a free OSG hat. So what you got to do is, in the comments section right now, type in A brand, A game. All right, I'll say that one more time. A brand, A game into the comments section below. Send it on over to us, and a member of our marketing department is going to reach out to you and send you one of these free hats that I've got on right now. That's as easy as that. So thank you guys so much. Again, you guys are looking at the ADO-TRS 3-flute drill for high penetration rate drilling of carbon steels, alloy steels, and cast irons. This was OSG USA. My name's Alyssa Walther, and thank you so much again for being here. Take care, guys.